All right, here are your first four problems. Number 1, 6/12. Number 2, 25/30. Number 3, 3/9. And number 4, 9/45. So put the DVD on pause and reduce these fractions to their lowest name, and then turn the DVD back on, and I'll go through an explanation with you. All right. Well, now let's take a look at 6/12. Is there a number that will go evenly into 6, and the same number will go evenly into 12? Well, yes, there is. The number 6, well, first of all, the number 3 will go evenly into 6, and the number 3 will go evenly into 12. But I want the biggest number that will go evenly into both of them, and 6 will go into 6. It'll go into itself one time, and 6 will go into 12. So we divide by 6 and divide by 6. 6 goes into 6 one time. 6 goes into 12 two times. So 6/12 in its lowest name is the fraction 1/2. Take a look at number 2. 25/30. Is there a number that goes evenly into 25 and the same number goes evenly into 30? I want the largest number. Well, we do know that 5 goes into 25 and 5 goes into 30. 5 goes into 25 5 times. 5 goes into 30 6 times. Is there a number that will go evenly into 5 and into 6? No. So we have renamed 25/30 5/6. That's its lowest name. How about here? 3/9. Okay. What number will go evenly into 3 and the same number will go evenly into 9? Well, we never use 1. 2 does not go evenly into either of these. 3 goes into 3 and 3 goes into 9. So if we divide by 3 and divide by 3, 3 goes into 3 one time, 3 goes into 9 3 times. So we have renamed the fraction 3/9 in its smallest name 1/3. And remember that 3/9 of $1 million and 1/3 of $1 million are the exact amount of money. 3/9 of a dollar is the exact amount of money as 1/3 of a dollar. Okay, last one here. 9/45. Well, now what number will go evenly into 9 and the same number go evenly into 45? And we want the largest number that will go evenly into both. Well, I know 9 can go into 9 one time, and I do know 9 can go into 45 because 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45 goes 9 to 5. So 9 goes into 9 one time, 9 goes into 45 5 times. So 9/45 is 9/45 is equal to 1/5. Okay, here are 4 more problems for you. Problem 5 is 16/18. Problem 6, 21/24. Problem 7, 14/21. Problem 8, 20/50. Put the DVD on pause and work these problems in your notebook. Then put the DVD back on and we'll go over the answers. All right. Let's take a look at 16/18. 16/18. And we need a number that goes evenly into both of them, and we're looking for the largest number. By the way, these are both even numbers. Even numbers means it can be divisible by 2. So if you have 2 even numbers, you could always use 2. 2 may not be the biggest number, but you can work your way down. But let's try 2 here. So we'll divide by 2 and divide by 2. 2 goes into 16 8 times. 2 goes into 18. Well, 9 and 9 is 18, so it goes 9 times. Is there any other number that'll go evenly into 9 and 8? No, so the smallest name for 16/18 is 8/9. Let's try here. 21/24. Well, this is not an even number. This is an even number, but this isn't, so 2 is not going to work. Well, let's try 3 then. Well, 3 will go into 21, and 3 will go into 24. So we'll divide by 3. 3 goes into 21 7 times, because 7 times 3 is 21. 3 goes into 24 8 times, because 8 times 3 is 24. Is there any number that will go evenly into both of these? No, so 21/24 is 7/8. Of course, one of the things about reducing fractions that sometimes makes it difficult for students is if you don't know your multiplication facts, then it becomes a little bit difficult, because some people like get hung up on 3 times 8 is 24 or 3 times 7 is 21 and things like that. So knowing your multiplication facts is absolutely critical for any kind of mathematics. All right, let's go here. 14 and 21. Well, this is even, but this is not, so we know 2 is not going to work. 3 doesn't work. Well, 3 would go into 21, but 3 won't go into 14. 4 does not go into either of them. 5 does not go into either of them. 6 does not go into either of them. But 7 goes into 14 and 7 goes into 21. So we'll divide by 7. 7 goes into 14 2 times. 7 goes into 21 3 times. And so, and this is in its lowest name. So 14/21, when we reduce it to its lowest name, is 2/3. And the last one, probably, well, we know it has 0, so we can cross those zeros out. And it's 2/5, and then we say to ourselves, okay, is there any number that go evenly into 2 and evenly into 5? No, there is not, so it is in its lowest name in the way it is. Good job. Okay, quick review now in reducing fractions. Let's take the fraction, let's take 12/16. Okay, well, we're looking for, when we're going to reduce a fraction, we're looking for a number, and actually we're looking for the biggest number, because there may be more than one number. The biggest number that will go evenly into 12, and that same number will go evenly into 16. Well, these are both even numbers, so I know I can use 2. But is 2 the largest number that will go into both of these? Well, what about 3? 3 will go into 12, but 3 won't go into 16. What about 4? Well, yes, 4 will go into 12, and 4 will go into 16. So let's divide both of these by 4. 4 goes into 12 3 times. 4 goes into 16 4 times. So 12/16 is 3/4. That's its lowest name. And by the way, just to demonstrate, if I didn't realize that 4 was the biggest number and I used 2, so I divide by 2 and I divide by 2, well, 2 goes into 12 6 times, 2 goes into 16 8 times. And then when I said to myself, well, is there any other number that will go into these two? I said, yeah, well, they're both even, so the number 2 will. So I'll divide by 2 and divide by 2. 2 goes into 6 3 times, 2 goes into 8 4 times. So I wind up with the same answer. It's just that by not picking the biggest number, in this case 4, I have an extra step, but that's okay. Either way is correct. Either way is correct. Okay, well, that's reducing fractions to their lowest name, and it's a very, very important skill in working in fractions. It'll come in handy as we go along. Good job. Thank you.